That's right, Ned. Sure and behaviours. And I'm wearing my posh suit because the doctor said I was important. So I'm wearing my important jacket, my important shoes, my important socks.
Hello, and welcome to Woman's Hour. I'm a lesbian.
And me.
It's Wednesday afternoon in my luxury old penthouse flat, and I tune into Radio 4 to hear a Woman's Hour special on an exciting new gynecological disease. Not to be missed, it's the first...
We interrupt this programme to take you to Alexander Palace for a special announcement.
This is the BBC. It is with deep regret that we read a statement from Downing Street. At exactly 1:36 a.m. this morning, Margaret Howard's Jack Russell Terrier passed peacefully away beneath the wheels of a juggernaut. All programmes have been suspended. There will be a state funeral at Battersea Docks Home. Let me explain in eulogistical terms.
Every week for what seems like 89 years, Margaret Howard has mentioned her little Jack Russell Terrier 30 times a programme. One day it will die, and like the ravens leaving the Tower of London, the Home Service will simply cease to exist. This can only be applauded, since for decades listeners have had to tolerate Miss Howard's blue-rinsed, chintzy Eastbourne-esque view of the world, seen through net curtains from her rocking chair. Well, sod the little Jack Russell and sod her, I don't care. I'm going to take them all on now. I finished him at... I took on Esther Ranson last week, now it's Howard. And as for Thora Hird, I have certain negatives involving her, Eleanor Summerfield, and a Rhode Island.
Bloody, absolutely bloody mad, stupid bloody mad.
Listen to him on the radio, listen, he's mad. I like Margaret Howard, I think he's touched. Yeah, it's only because she never puts him on, I can't stand him, I switch off disgusted every week, I do. Yeah. Oh, well, why are we listening to him now then? Well, because we've got to wait until he's finished before we can switch off disgusted, can't we? We've got to wait. I don't know about that. He turns the hair blue, he does. Yeah, well, it's just because he's jealous, isn't it? It's just because he's jealous.
Suddenly, I have a hunch.
Been a good Taylor Advance show.
Yeah, all right, shut your mouth. I decide Miss Howard must leave the network.
Hello again. Yes, it is indeed the 100,000th pick of the week.
Oh, God.
And tonight, I'll be looking...
I phone Margaret Howard and disguise my voice as managing director of radio so that she will not see through my thin ploy. Which reminds me, these thin ploys keep laddering. I must remember to order some thick woolen ploys.
Thank you, nurse. That's much better. Yes, that's the last jelly bean.
Oh,
I once met Shirley Temple, you know.
Oh, she's rambling.
Oh, well, my little Jack Russell is telling me, yip, yip, yip.
She's got to go.
I think that means it's... That'll be the phone. Yes?
Margaret?
Yes?
You're sacked.
I'm not going to go. This is a disgrace. I'm not leaving in mid-programme. Why, I've been on this network 89 years. Man and boy, you can't do this to me.
I just did. With the overthrow of the Howard dynasty, the BBC undergoes a cultural revolution. A crowd gathers outside Broadcasting House and jeers that the old regime leaves in disgrace. The cast of The Archers are livid.
I don't know about it.
Eleanor Summerfield is frightened. Marlene pees, and Brian Woodlake looks as if he might too.
This is Pepe. I don't know about it.
Have a glass of Perrier water, love. Oh, lovely. Look, see where it says it's on the bottle. Bottled at Sauce. Sauce, yeah. I went to France last year. It turns out there's no such place as bleated sauce.
Oh, disgusting. Oh,
Yeah,
it is
I know.
there.
Like, I went to Selby, see where all the food's dated, you know.
Oh, yeah, what, is that where they put the Selby date on the packet? Is
Right,
it
and no one in Selby was putting any date on anything.
Oh, bibble, ibble, ibble, dibble, dibble, bibble, ibble, bibble, dibble, bibble, bibble.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm doing a tape wind to get out of this scene.
No, no, you want to do it like this.
Good morning. This will be the very last loose ends programme. Someone has discovered that I'm a nonagenarian.
At the Revolution, the BBC becomes young and dangerous. At long last, removed from my radio straitjacket, I'm allowed to go completely and utterly berserk on Radio 4, where now there are no taboo subjects. Immediately, the new controller, Mr. Jonathan Rotten, asked me to introduce a new series of a guide to the pitfalls of... sleeping with ladies.
Hey, what? You what, boy?
Sleeping with ladies.
I can't remember.
Oh, sleeping with ladies! The new Streetwise BBC would like to announce that the following programme will be of particular interest to adolescent males. How can you tell if you're an adolescent? A sure sign is if you respond to your parents like this. Will you switch off the radio, Thomas? Have you tidied your room? For God's sake, have you changed your socks? Get upstairs to your room. Or if your voice sounds like this when you say the word hello. Hello. Yes, if this is you, chances are you look and sound ridiculous. And it's all to do with your hormones.
We're hormones, we're even more trouble than Mormons. We're sadistic little bastards, yes we are.
There are millions of them gaily running amok in your bloodstream. Hormones are sadistic little bastards. When you get to 15, half of your hormones are urging you to do naughty things with ladies' front bottoms, while the other half are preventing you from doing just that by making your face look like a plate of baked beans, or as if you've been trying to eat a plate of baked beans with a fork and kept missing your mouth and stabbing everywhere else. I've grown out of it, but not you load of zit faces listening. God, I bet you look ugly. And worse, you have to endure those tedious Sunday tea times with prying grannies who ask the following question, knowing that with a face like yours, the answer has to be no.
Has he got a girlfriend yet, has he? Hey? You got a girlfriend, have you? You got a girlfriend? Oh, look, he's going red, and you. Hey, still, you get one soon, won't you? Hey, you get one soon. Let him explain in post-pubescent terms.
As you get older and all the pus finally evacuates your boat race, chances are you'll find a girlie. But on the other hand, once those superficial ugly pustules have vanished, you may prove to be still as ugly as sin underneath. Bad luck, because ugly people are not only discriminated against at work, but also never have sex. After all, would you have sex with an ugly person? No. So why expect anyone else to jump in the sack with you, tram-smash face? But if the impossible does happen, and you pick up someone outside the myopia clinic and get them into bed for a night of tolerable ecstasy, here are a few tips. The Lewis Smith Guide to Sleeping with Someone. Number 1, learn to be tolerant during postcoital conversations in the dark.
Darling?
Yes, darling.
Is there anything about me you don't like?
No, darling, I love you just the way you are, really.
But there must be the teensiest something, darling.
Well, there is one little thing, but it's nothing.
No, tell me, darling.
Well, it's just you always burn the toast in the morning.
I'm sorry, darling.
Darling, is there anything about me you don't like? Be honest.
No.
Really?
No, there's nothing really, no.
No, tell me.
It doesn't matter, really.
No, do tell me, darling, please.
Well, it's silly, really.
No, do tell me, please, please.
Well, ever since I've known you, you've stunk of horse crap.
Number 2, keep your in-bed flatulence to yourself. Nothing destroys romance quicker than the odd uncontrolled jam tart, but remember, bottling it up does have its drawbacks.
Morning, darling.
Morning. Because this man is polite and has kept his flutters to himself throughout the night, he is now suffering from an internal gas pressure of 1,000 pounds per square inch and rapidly has to make an excuse to leave the bedroom.
I'm just going downstairs to get the newspapers, darling.
All right, darling. He waddles towards the bedroom door looking like an overinflated Michelin tire man. Once outside, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
At all costs, avoid being spotted by your loved one as you deflate and sail past the bedroom window. And never let your partner look under the bed the next morning, lest she discovers all the things you put there just in case she was into it. Your stirrup pump, your ropes and your pulleys, handcuffs, braille version of the Joy of Sex, family-sized tube of KY jelly, nurse's uniform, catapult, aerosol can of pheromones, wig, a horse, the front end of a pantomime horse, cuddly toy, oh yes, and your blow-up Ned Sherin dolly. Never says no. Back to you, Ned.